Have you ever stopped to ponder the incredible journey of the computer, from its humble beginnings to the powerhouse it is today? Our story begins in the 17th century, a time when the most advanced technology was a mechanical calculating machine. These rudimentary devices were far from the sleek, powerful machines we're familiar with today, but they represented the dawn of an era that would ultimately change the world. The next major leap in the evolution of computing came in the 19th century with Charles Babbage, a man often hailed as the father of the computer. Babbage envisioned a machine that could not only perform basic arithmetic but could also follow a set of instructions, or what we now call a program. His designs for the difference engine and the analytical engine laid the groundwork for modern computing, though he would never see his machines brought to life. Fast forward to the early 20th century, and we find ourselves in the midst of an electrifying new chapter in the story of computing. The advent of electromechanical computers marked a significant turning point. These machines, like the Harvard Mark I and the Z3, were capable of performing complex calculations at speeds unimaginable in Babbage's time. They used a combination of mechanical components and electric circuits, a fusion that paved the way for the computers we know today. Yet, these early computers were not without their limitations. They were colossal, occupying entire rooms, and their operations were limited to the tasks they were specifically designed for. But these limitations did not hinder progress. Instead, they served as challenges that drove further innovation, pushing the bounds of what was thought possible. Little did these early pioneers know, their inventions would set the stage for a technological revolution that would change the world forever. As we delve deeper into the history of computing, we'll explore how these early innovations evolved into the modern computers we rely on every day, and how they continue to shape our future. So sit back and buckle up as we embark on this incredible journey through the annals of computing history. The true leap towards modern computing began with the invention of the transistor. It was the 1940s, and this tiny device capable of amplifying or switching electronic signals and electrical power was about to revolutionize the world. The transistor was a game changer. It was smaller, more reliable, and required less power than the vacuum tubes used in early computers. Around the same time, with the world just recovering from the Second World War, a new era of technological advancement was dawning. The 1950s saw the development of the first transistor-based computer. It was a beast, a far cry from the sleek machines we know today, but it was a start. The transistor-based computer was faster, more efficient, and, crucially, much smaller than its predecessors. This was a pivotal moment in the history of computing. The size of computers had always been a limiting factor, but now the possibilities seemed endless. Then, as the 1950s turned into the 1960s, another seismic shift happened. The integrated circuit, a set of electronic circuits on one small flat piece of semiconductor material, was introduced. This was a giant leap forward. It made computers even smaller, even faster, and even more affordable. With the invention of the integrated circuit, computers were no longer the exclusive domain of governments and large corporations. They started to become accessible to businesses, to educational institutions, and eventually to individuals. The computer age had truly begun. But this was not the end of the story. These developments laid the groundwork for the computers we know today. They paved the way for the personal computer revolution, for the internet age, and for the world of technology we live in today. This era marked the birth of the computer age as we know it, setting the foundation for the rapid progression that was to follow. And follow it did, with a speed and a fervor that continues to this day. From the humble transistor to the integrated circuit, the birth of modern computing was a journey of innovation and determination that changed the world forever. The 1970s and 1980s brought about a seismic shift in computing, the advent of the personal computer. This era marked the transition from monolithic mainframes to compact machines that could sit on a desk. In the heart of this revolution was the Altair 8800, introduced in 1975. It was a kit-based microcomputer aimed at hobbyists and tech enthusiasts, but its impact was far-reaching. It ignited the spark of personal computing, opening a world where individuals could own and operate their own machines. Just a year later, in 1976, Apple entered the scene with the Apple I, a machine that was more user-friendly and ready to use straight out of the box. Apple's co-founders, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, aimed to bring computing to the everyday person, making technology less intimidating and more accessible. But it was the Apple II, launched in 1977, that truly set the stage for the personal computer revolution. With its color graphics and ability to run software from different developers, it became a fixture in homes and schools, introducing a generation to the wonders of computing. The revolution wasn't just confined to the home, the workplace underwent a transformation as well. In 1981, IBM released the IBM PC. It quickly became the standard in business computing, replacing typewriters and adding machines. The IBM PC's open architecture allowed other manufacturers to create compatible hardware and software, further fueling the growth of personal computing. These computers changed more than just the way we work. They transformed how we communicate, how we entertain ourselves, and even how we think. They made computing a part of our everyday lives, bringing the digital world into the physical. The personal computer revolution democratized computing, making it accessible to the masses and paving the way for the digital age. This was not just a step, but a giant leap in the evolution of technology. It marked the beginning of a journey where the power of computing is not just in the hands of a few, but in the hands of many, shaping the world we live in today. The rise of the internet in the 1990s ushered in a new era of computing, connecting people and computers like never before. Our journey in the computer age takes us to the remarkable development of the World Wide Web, a revolution spearheaded by Sir Tim Berners-Lee, who envisaged a global hyperlinked information system, making information accessible across the globe. This was the dawn of the internet era. As we moved into the new millennium, the internet began to grow exponentially. It was no longer just about information exchange. The internet started to transform into a platform for a myriad of activities: commerce, education, entertainment, social interaction, and so much more. It was during this time that the dot-com boom occurred, marking the birth of companies like Amazon and Google, which are now household names. Parallel to the internet's growth, a significant shift was happening in the computing world. The rise of mobile computing. The introduction of smartphones and tablets made the internet portable, putting the power of the World Wide Web literally in the palm of our hands. We started living in a world where we were always connected, always online. But the internet age didn't stop there. The emergence of cloud computing took the capabilities of the internet to a whole new level. Instead of relying on our personal computers for storage and processing power, we could now use the resources of powerful servers located miles away. This shift to the cloud revolutionized many industries, making it easier and cheaper to process vast amounts of data, enabling advancements in fields like artificial intelligence and machine learning. The internet age has transformed every facet of our society. It has redefined how we do business, how we learn, how we consume entertainment, and how we connect with each other. It's not just about technology anymore, it's about our lives, our culture, our world. Today, computers and the internet are integral parts of our lives, influencing how we think, work, and interact with each other. It's fascinating to think about how far we've come, and even more exciting to imagine where we're heading next. As we look to the future, one can only wonder what the next chapter in the evolution of computers will bring. We stand on the precipice of the quantum computing era, which promises to revolutionize problem-solving and data processing, making tasks that are currently impossible possible. In parallel, the development of artificial intelligence continues to progress at an astonishing rate. With each passing day, we're edging closer to creating machines that can think, learn, and adapt like humans, and perhaps even surpass us. Augmented reality, too, is poised to become an integral part of our daily lives, overlaying the digital world onto our physical one, creating a seamless fusion of reality and imagination. These technologies aren't just about changing how we use computers. They're about transforming our societies, our economies, and our lives. Just as the pioneers of the past could hardly imagine the world we live in today, we can only begin to dream of the technological wonders the future may hold.